3 devastating mistakes the Denver Broncos must avoid in the 2025 offseason. The Denver Broncos find themselves at a crucial turning point. After years of rebuilding and making strategic moves, they are finally in a position to compete at a higher level. However, just because the team has a bright future ahead does not mean they are immune to missteps. In fact, this might be one of the most critical off-seasons in franchise history. The Broncos have built their roster the right way, and the opportunity to solidify themselves as legitimate contenders is within reach. With a cost-controlled, talented quarterback in Bo Nix, cap space to spend in free agency, and their own first- and second-round draft picks for the first time in years, this is a defining moment for Sean Payton and the entire organization. The 2025 season could be a turning point, but only if the team avoids costly errors that could set them back. Denver was competitive in 2024, but they weren't quite at the level of true contenders. Instead, they found themselves in that good but not great tier, alongside teams like the Chargers and Texans in the AFC and the Buccaneers in the NFC. To take the next step and become a serious playoff force, the Broncos must be strategic and avoid these 3 devastating mistakes in the 2025 offseason. 1. Failing to sign a free agent tight end for years. The Broncos have ignored the tight end position, and it's a glaring weakness that needs immediate attention. It was surprising that Denver didn't bring in a veteran tight end last offseason, especially when players like Mike Gesicki and Jonnu Smith were available. Both had productive seasons in 2024, proving that experienced tight ends can make an impact. This offseason, the Broncos have another chance to fix this issue. Gesicki is once again an option, but another intriguing name is Juwan Johnson, a former New Orleans Saint who has a connection to Sean Payton's coaching tree. While the free agent market for tight ends isn't stacked, there are still viable options that can provide an upgrade. The bottom line? The Broncos must address this position now. They cannot afford to enter another season with a lackluster tight end group. 2. Neglecting to make a major move at inside linebacker. Inside linebacker has been an area of weakness for the Broncos for years. In 2024, they started Alex Singleton and Cody Barton, but this position group is in flux heading into 2025. Barton is a free agent, Singleton is aging and recovering from a torn ACL, and ILB coach Greg Minuski has been let go. That means Denver is likely looking at a complete reset at the position. Free agents like Zach Bond, Ernest Jones IV, and Jamian Sherwood could all provide immediate help. The Broncos must make a significant move at this position, whether through free agency or a top draft pick. Trading for an established linebacker is also an option if the right opportunity presents itself. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The Broncos need an enforcer at inside linebacker. They need someone who can be the heart and soul of their defense, a leader who can stuff the run, cover tight ends, and set the tone. Whether it's a big free agent signing or a first-round draft pick, this is a move the team cannot afford to ignore. 3. Failing to replace P.J. Locke III. Broncos fans, let's be honest. P.J. Locke III is not the answer at safety. He may be serviceable in a rotational role, but if the Broncos want to upgrade their defense, they need to find a better solution at this position. Fortunately, the 2025 free agent safety market looks strong. Last offseason, Denver landed Brandon Jones, who turned out to be a top 7 safety at a reasonable price. There's no reason they can't find another bargain this year to replace Locke and solidify their secondary. Whether it's through free agency or the draft, this is a move that needs to happen. The Broncos can't afford to have a weak link in their defensive backfield if they want to take the next step toward being a legitimate contender. Final thoughts. The Denver Broncos are on the cusp of something great. They have the resources, the talent, and the coaching staff to become a serious threat in the AFC. But as history has shown, even the most promising teams can be derailed by bad decisions. Avoiding these 3 devastating mistakes will be key to ensuring that the Broncos make the leap from a good team to a great team in 2025. What do you think, Broncos fans? Do you agree with these key off-season priorities? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest Broncos news, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you more in-depth analysis, breaking news, and all things Broncos. Let's ride into 2025 the right way.